Vänta. Jag har det på film.
From an oil rig which almost flipped off due to the stormy sea, and another finding itself in the North Sea, to the people who got stranded in the oil rig due to a hurricane and the deadliest wave hitting an oil rig right here, or oil rigs caught in monster waves. North Sea, 2015. If you're from the group of people who think the massive ocean is just one calm and peace-loving entity, then we're here to prove you wrong. Take this clip, for instance. Recorded in January 2015, this video successfully captured the incredible engineering of the oil rig at work, and at the same time, the terrifyingly monster waves crashing into the rig. The Bornholm Dolphin installation was filmed amidst the massive swells that were a result of this past severe storm. And well, this is how the everyday life of an oil rig is like. Stay with us as we're about to witness a lot more of such oil rigs and their everyday experiences. Safe Caledonia, 2009. Located in the shallow waters of United Kingdom, Dunbar Oil Rig is battling the deadly ocean on an everyday basis. And this clip gives just a little blink into what's happening out there. Let me give some credit where some credit is due. To the engineers and those who built this, incredible. Salt water weighs over 8 pounds per gallon, mates, and someone said this wave was right at 100 feet. Amazing! I must confess, I heard of this wave being recorded some years ago. That's when experts were still questioning 100-foot waves. This was the proof of their commonality. These are the conditions that actually make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. North Sea, 2020. Unlike other clips, this one's from the first-person perspective, and to think how someone was there amongst the giant waves filming it is just unbelievable. So on an ominous October day in 2020, a monstrous storm descended upon it, conjuring waves of unfathomable proportions. These towering titans, reaching heights comparable to that of mythical creatures, crashed against the rig's windows with a thunderous force, unleashing an awesome, inspiring spectacle. Amidst the chaos, a seasoned seaman found solace in the tempestuous dance, embracing the sheer power of nature. For in the unforgiving winter months of the North Sea, where only the bravest dare to venture, this perilous job reveals its true essence. Oseberg Alpha, 2014. Oseberg Alpha is an offshore oil rig located in the Norwegian sector of the North Sea. It's part of the Oseberg Field, which is one of the largest oil fields in Norway. However, what we see here is the Alpha being trapped in the rogue waves. But is it just me, or do these rogue waves look so calmly terrified? And the oil rig standing so strongly among all this happening just makes me wonder and praise the work of the engineers who worked tirelessly to make this thing. However, it isn't this calm all the time. Let's just hope no storm stronger than the oil rig ever strikes it. PTSC Offshore 1, 2016. Not exactly an oil rig, but a vessel trapped in massive waves. This is PTSC Offshore 1, which houses a large number of people on board. The video was recorded in 2016 with a caption that not only highlighted the danger of the storm, but also expressed the sadness of the people living there. They not only faced the challenges of a difficult life at sea, but also experienced homesickness. The storm shown in the clip is known as the Stormy Trip and was considered one of the most dangerous storms that the vessel and its crew had to navigate through. Unbelievable moment. When I first saw it, I initially thought it was an animation. However, to my surprise, it was as real as anything could be. The massive oil rig towering amidst waves twice its size appeared almost surreal. Yet it's not a scene to be fantasized about. Despite its deceptive appearance, those waves possess the power to wreak havoc. Therefore, if you're considering getting closer to the ocean to simply enjoy it, I strongly advise against it. Draupner Wave, 1995. Caught during one of the deadliest storms ever, this video transports you to the treacherous North Sea. It was the first rogue wave confirmed with scientific evidence. And amidst the chaos, the Norwegian Draupner drilling rig valiantly battles the relentless tempest, a staggering 150 kilometers from the safety of land. Its sensors dutifully measure towering waves reaching a formidable 12 meters in height. But just when they believed they'd seen it all, an unfathomable behemoth emerges. This colossal wave defies expectation, rising so high and crashing so violently that even seasoned scientists are left awestruck. Hurricane Zeta, 2020. Hurricane Zeta was a late-season major hurricane in 2020 that made landfall on the peninsula and caused a hell of a lot of destruction. And this video captured the dangerously rogue waves from an oil rig. And if you'd ever found yourself wondering what the hurricane looks like in the ocean, then you just got your answer. But will you believe me if I say this isn't much for those who have lived in the Northern Sea? Still, I wouldn't go out there, even with no waves. The people that work on these rigs have amazing bravery. God bless them and keep them safe. Welding. Until now, you've probably only seen people filming waves from the oil rig or nearby. But this video will show you something completely different. Welding may seem like a normal job, but offshore welding, particularly on an oil rig, is a whole new level. These brave workers actually hang from ropes to do their job. It's a job for the toughest individuals or those who love adventure. Imagine being suspended among massive waves with the ocean in the background. It's not something just anyone can do. A sea lion. And this one clip shows you just another perspective of what life on an oil rig is like. We have no idea how exactly that sea lion ended up so high on the rig, but, well, it did. And then the sea lion thought it had to go back in the water, for which it jumped but ended up hitting the boat. Let's hope that little guy didn't hurt itself too much and was okay. Breaking of a ship, 2021. When the Arvin ship attempted to take refuge at the Barton port due to poor weather conditions, the captain did not know that it was already too late. And this frightening footage, which emerged a few months after, shows the moment that the hull of a 46-year-old dry bulk carrier, the MV Arvin, visibly split in two, sending it to the bottom of the Black Sea off Turkey's eastern coast. Even though they were anchored within sight of land and other vessels, they still lost half the crew. The sea sure is a harsh mistress. Towing oil rig in storm. This clip is one of the most mesmerizing I've ever seen. With the lights on, the dark night, and the terrifying massive waves through which it's being tried to tow off the oil rigs are often designed to be movable, allowing them to be transported to new drilling sites or decommissioned and taken to a designated disposal location. And there was a storm, we can clearly see that, but them lights and all make it look like it's a molten lava or something. What do you guys think? Isn't this the coolest clip of all? A terrifying storm. Thunderstorms, rain, and the sea are things loved by most of us. I mean, what could be more enjoyable than weather like that? But trust me, it appears even better when you're observing it on a screen from the comfort of your home. However, for those who actually have to live in such harsh conditions, it's anything but peaceful or soothing. You can witness the thunder, the sea, and the ever-moving oil rig in this clip. It may look cool, but trust me, it's more dangerous than anything else. A hurricane. Big waves may look captivating when you're at the beach, but imagine being in the middle of the ocean, working on an oil rig, risking your life to extract oil and gas. Those massive waves and storms lose their allure in such circumstances. The individual who recorded this clip while residing on the oil rig was immersed in these thoughts. The footage captured a hurricane, revealing the struggle faced by oil rigs trying to maintain their stability amidst the relentless onslaught. Former workers of these rigs reportedly experienced lingering nightmares about the treacherous weather, even years after leaving the sea. An oil tanker, 2021. In the unpredictable Baltic Sea, known for its calm appearance, an oil tanker faced a frightening challenge. A massive wave, defying expectations, crashed into the vessel, causing severe damage. Recent studies had also revealed that during intense storms, waves exceeding 20 meters could pose a serious threat to sailors. Amidst the chaos, the captain's alarmed cry echoed through the air, creating a strong sense of fear. The powerful waves severely damaged the ship, demolishing parts of its structure, including the crucial bridge. And now just imagine this at night. You won't see it until it hits the ship. Whoa, glad those on that ship were safe, even though nature had other plans in mind. Fishing trawler. On April 18, 2022, a Norwegian fishing trawler was heading out into the North Sea during quite bad weather. The sea wasn't just rough, it was worse than the usual days, but that wasn't enough for the crew to stop and have second thoughts. They had to catch shrimp, and they had to do it no matter what the weather. We're not sure about the shrimp, but they all managed to catch pretty big waves on their trawler for sure. It's rare for fishermen to film in such conditions, but good for us they did it this time. Biggest North Sea wave. This video was uploaded on the internet in 2014 and has gained 23 million views since then, and we can totally see why. Men out there in the ocean on a ship struggling among the most massive waves ever recorded, but none of them seem to be scared of it. We can hear them laughing it out as the waves hit the window. It's a minute-long video, and all that time, not one of them left the place or anything. I guess people really get used to the dangerous things too. A cruise ship. A Norwegian cruise ship was rocked by a strong gust of wind as it departed New York City. And that's when a man captured this video from inside the ship, showing injured passengers and flying objects. According to the news, the cruise ship was suddenly hit by a sudden and extreme gust of wind, causing a tilt towards the port side. It was quite severe, as several people were injured. The passengers got all scared, claiming later they thought they were going to die right there. However, we're glad that they didn't. Rogue waves. If you've made it this far, then you're already aware of the harsh reality of the sea, and that it isn't as soothing as it looks on the beaches and all. This clip right here is just going to add to it as we see the huge ship struggling between the monster waves like it's a paper ship or something. The front part was all dipping and coming out of the water. The ship fortunately made it to the shore without having to report any major damage or loss, but not all ships out there are as lucky as this one. Another rogue wave. These two friends were on a ship when it got caught in massive random waves. It wasn't the captain's fault as the path was clear, but then an irregular wave suddenly built up and struck the ship directly. The force of the wave was so strong that it tilted the entire ship. Understandably, both friends were terrified, which is a natural reaction given the immense strength of the wave. Fortunately, the ship didn't flip entirely since it was just a single wave. A ferry. In February 2018, a ferry found itself trapped in a fierce sea storm, a situation that can be incredibly intense. Regrettably, the situation worsened when an enormous wave forcefully shattered the windows of the onboard restaurant, resulting in a deluge of water. The incident triggered chaos as passengers desperately sought refuge while the vessel rapidly filled with water. Moreover, this wasn't an isolated incident, as Storm Elena wreaked havoc throughout northern Germany, unleashing powerful winds and torrential downpours that led to flooding, train disruptions, and flight cancellations. A boat stuck in waves. This incident took place in California, United States, where a boat became trapped in turbulent waves. The captain, unable to regain control of the boat or assist the passengers, found himself helpless. Surprisingly, despite the alarming circumstances, some individuals ventured out, leading to a man being ejected from the boat by another enormous wave. Am I the only one who perceives this as a deliberate act? Another helpless oil rig. This oil rig in the middle of the vast ocean, waves everywhere, stormy weather, no sun appearing anywhere, and fully lit? Doesn't it look incredibly beautiful? I sometimes find myself wondering how exactly are these oil rigs able to move with the waves but never flip upside down? How exactly do they make these things? Warship. In December 2012, a warship from the New Zealand Royal Navy was braving a storm in the Southern Ocean. The crew was diligently patrolling to combat toothfish poachers when they encountered an enormous rogue wave. This formidable event unfolded in the frigid and tempestuous waters of the Southern Ocean, known as the coldest and windiest ocean on our planet. Fishing boat. In February 2013, the fishing boat Santamar was captured on camera battling against extremely tall waves reaching over 15 meters in height in Bantry Bay, Ireland. The footage was taken from the deck of another fishing trawler named Grampian Avenger. This harrowing experience was shared by both crews, making it one of their most terrifying days at sea. Deadliest catch. All hell breaks loose as the fleet battles a monster Bering Sea storm in 2010. The Bering Sea is located between Alaska and Russia, and it's known for its harsh weather conditions, including powerful storms. Given the unpredictable nature of storms in this region, it's not uncommon for fishing fleets or maritime vessels to encounter challenging situations. In 2010, an incident occurred during the filming of Deadliest Catch that involved the sinking of a fishing vessel called the FV Big Valley. The ship's sinking was caused by a combination of factors, including freezing spray that accumulated on the vessel's deck, causing it to lose stability. The crew attempted to manually remove the ice, but their efforts were unsuccessful. Merchant ship. In January 2019, a massive merchant Navy vessel weighing 19,000 tons was en route from France to the UK, navigating the Bay of Biscay amidst turbulent seas generated by a powerful storm rated as Force 12 on the Beaufort scale. The ocean in this region reaches depths exceeding 4,700 meters, and it's notorious for its challenging and hazardous weather patterns, particularly during the winter season. A terrifying storm. Storms at sea can be intense, with high winds, rough seas, and heavy rain. This can pose significant risks to structures like oil rigs and the people working on them. And this clip shows you exactly what happens when a storm hits an oil rig. Water gets splashed everywhere, waves hit and destroy whatever comes in their way, and oil rigs? Well, they move as abruptly as anything can, leaving the people residing on it scared and praying for their lives. Unmanned surf boat in a storm. This incident took place in California, United States, where a boat became trapped in turbulent waves. The captain, unable to regain control of the boat or assist the passengers, found himself helpless. Surprisingly, despite the alarming circumstances, some individuals ventured out, leading to a man being ejected from the boat by another enormous wave. Waves crash in Hawaii. When water becomes angry, it shows complete indifference towards anything in its way, regardless of towering buildings or joyous wedding celebrations. That's exactly what occurred in this situation. The fierce waves surged to unprecedented levels, devastating both the joyful gatherings and the structures. The individuals who witnessed this event were overwhelmed with a sense of powerlessness. There was little anyone could have done to prevent it. They were left with no alternative but to observe as the water unleashed chaos upon everything it encountered. A huge wipeout. Surfers are renowned for their adventurous spirit, fearlessly embracing formidable waves that others would hesitate to confront. Regrettably, this was the fate encountered by Andrew Cotton, a British surfer. In his pursuit of conquering an enormous wave, he was unexpectedly engulfed by a powerful surge of water. The consequence was far from desirable, as Andrew endured a significant back injury, necessitating the aid of the nearby lifeguards to safely return to land. Waves versus seafront balconies. Occasionally I find myself thinking, how risky can water be? However, my question's promptly resolved when I come across videos like this. Very recently, enormous waves were observed forcefully crashing into buildings along the northern coastline of Tenerife in the Canary Islands. Just a brief glimpse at those immense waves persistently pounding and hurling the balconies as if they were fragile sheets of paper. It's not surprising that this event not only leaves me, but also everyone else, contemplating the genuine hazard that water can present. Boat overturned by enormous wave. 3 fishermen were attempting to navigate the treacherous Marimbula Bar, oblivious to the impending threat of massive waves. Upon hitting the water, their boat became entangled in a tremendous swell, resulting in the capsizing of their vessel. It was a heart-stopping moment, but fortunately, all individuals managed to survive the ordeal unscathed. A boat gets engulfed. And now I've got the scoop on what went down with a boat when a storm hit it. Just to clarify, there weren't any passengers aboard, so don't panic when you witness it being swallowed by the water. It was simply a group of individuals on the shoreline conducting a test to determine its ability to withstand enormous waves. Here's the spoiler. The boat didn't pass the test and was drawn beneath the surface. Let's be honest, nothing can truly withstand the immense power of those colossal bodies of water. Quite unbelievable, right? Thank you for watching the video till the end. See you in the next video.